Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to get these bougie nails at home, so follow along. Now I'm just using my nail drill and going over the nails. I found this on Amazon at a pretty good price and I'm going to link it below for you guys if I can find it. Now I'm just going through and filing down my natural nails so they're all even. These nail tips I'm using I got from eBay. You can get them at a really good price on there, so I would definitely recommend that. I'll put the link below for you guys. Now I'm just going ahead and separating them out and trying to find which one fits each nail. Now when picking the nail tips, you don't want one that's going to be too tight on your nail, but you don't want one that's going to be too big where it goes over the edges of the side of your nails. And if you do have no other option, get the one that's just a tiny bit tighter to fit your nail, because the one that's too big is just not going to work. Now to make it easy on you, I'm just setting out them in order so I know which nail goes where. Now I'm just going through and filing down the sharp edges on the ends. For the glue, I'm using this LA Colors Rapid Dry Super Nail Glue, and this stuff is good compared to regular nail glue because it just holds so much better. And for putting the glue on, I put it on the tip of the nail. I just brought it from edge to edge. And I'm going ahead and putting it on the nail, making sure it's straight and pushing down for a little bit so the nail stays. Now I'm just going to go ahead and repeat that step with the rest of the nails. Now I'm just getting the nails to the length I want them, and I believe I got this tool from eBay. I'll put the link below. Now to shape them, I usually do the coffin shape nails, so I'm just using a little eyebrow trimmer thing and cutting it in the way it should be. After I do that, I'm going through with a file and getting it to the perfect shape. Next, I'm using this OPI Bond Aid pH Balancing Agent, and I'm putting that just on the natural nail, as you can see. And now for the fun part, I'm using the C&D Perfect Color Sculpting Powder. I got this from Cosmoprof, and you have to have a cosmetology license to go in there, but I'm sure you can find something similar at Sally's. Now I'll be using the C&D Retention Sculpting Liquid. Now you'll need a little glass jar to put the liquid in. Now you'll need an acrylic nail brush, and I like mine to be like medium size and more on the flatter side. When you're doing this, you're going to dip the brush in the liquid and bring it up to the edge just on the one side, and you're going to dip it in the powder 3 times quickly. And this is what it should look like. You don't want the drop too dry or too liquidy, or else it won't work out well. So when you first put this on, you're going to want to stay away from the cuticle a little bit and then work your way down, and make sure you're keeping it pretty consistent throughout the whole nail, or else you might have to go over it twice. And if you do have to end up going over it twice, make sure the first layer is completely dry first. Now I'm just wiping off the brush on the paper towel. Then I'm carefully going to go around the cuticle and around the edge of the nail just to make sure there's no acrylic there. And then always before you start the next nail, you're going to want to wipe off your brush pretty good, because you don't want the acrylic to start drying on there, because it makes it harder to apply the acrylic and it'll start sticking to the stuff that's already hard. Now I'm just going through and doing the same thing with the rest of the nails. After you're done with that, you can go ahead and swish the brush around and make sure it's clean, and then wipe it off with a paper towel. Make sure all the stuff is off of it. To get rid of the liquid in the glass jar, all you have to do is fold up your towel and kind of squish it up and put it in there, and it'll soak up that acrylic liquid. Now you'll go ahead and shape them just a little bit more, because once you put that acrylic on, it kind of alters the shape, so you can go through and fix them. And you can put your fingers up next to each other to make sure they're the same length too. I'm going ahead and grabbing my nail drill again, and I'm starting down by the cuticle, kind of in that roundish area. You want to make it into like a C shape and then bring it up along the edges. And then you can run through the top just normally. This is just going to help you get the shape. And if you didn't get it completely consistent while you were putting on the acrylic, you can go ahead and file over it and make it more consistent throughout to get the perfect shape. So after you do all that, you're going to go through and file your nails. Once again, yeah, I know it's a process and you have to keep filing, but it's just to help you get the shape that you want them to be. Now I'm just using this file block, and it's going to kind of smooth out the nail and make it easy to apply the polish or gel polish or whatever you choose to use. Now it's time for the nail polish, and if you guys don't know, you should be rolling the nail polish in your hands, not shaking it before you apply it. The shade I'm using is called The Next CEO, and this is from the Nicole OPI collection. This shade I'm putting on my ring finger and my middle finger because I get bored of the same color on every nail. The next shade I'm using is Be There in a Prosecco, and this I'm using on the rest of my nails. So I really wanted to add some bling to my nails because I didn't want them to be just plain, so I'm going ahead and using the same glue I used to put on the tips of the nails, and I'm using that to put on the jewels. And I forgot to mention earlier that when painting my nails, I did do 2 layers of the nail polish. And here's the completed look of the nails. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe and thumbs up this video. And if you have any questions, be sure to comment below.